It has stuck. It is stuck. Oh, we almost did it. Oopsie. We went live talking about something, and you probably wouldn't want to hear it. But anyway,
Or would you?
everyone, it is Epic Cash Live. It is Friday. It's our favorite time of year. What is it? It's the 23rd. And as I have aptly named this live stream, which is the last Epic Cash Live as you know it. Why? Why? Because tomorrow's September 24th. And if you read any kind of device or turn on any kind of even MSM, something is supposed to happen tomorrow on the 24th. So I'm just going to presume it's going to be an EMP or something. We might not be able to broadcast next week, but if that's not the case, we'll see you back next Friday too, because that's what we're here for. All right. With me, I have Max, founder of Epic Cash, and I have Yoga Dude with me, who has been here from the beginning. And Max, tell you what, I have written something down. I have 3 topics I want to discuss, okay? And there are 3, okay? So of those 3, there's a third one on here, and we may start with that. But on the back of this, because I'm going to give you the choice, choose any number, let's say any odd number between 1 and 5, and tell me.
I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to play it safe.
3 it is. 3 it is.
Oh my God.
Is the mathematician. So you know what? That just means we're going to stick to 3 topics. Max, I'm going to put these out here, and I want you to choose one of the 3 to begin. Okay. This live stream, I think, will go down as probably one of the most important live stream to raise everyone's quarter red flag that's already raised out there to maybe half red flag, maybe full staff. I don't know, but I want you to consider the Belina case, the House Stablecoin Bill, and the Bank Secrecy Act, Max, because I think all of those have grand implications to the world of cryptocurrency. I was thinking today, rewinding a year ago, just thinking that everything was rainbows, butterflies, lollipops, everything was good in crypto. And then it, was not. So I have some articles, Max. Ethereum price drops 20% as SEC declares control over network. I think that's the Belina case.
Yeah.
I have.
Why don't we start? Why don't we start there?
Perfect. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna just flip my timer here so we don't run out of
No. By the way, look at these. Look at these. Okay, these are the timers that I sent you. Everyone, 1 through 4 minute timers. Max, timer drop. I want you to just go into Freeman U professor mode.
This is okay. This is the ultimate boss battle. I used to play video games as a kid. I remember getting to like the end level, and they had the multi-headed dragon, and you had to to play it 1,000 times to win. This is really it. So it's very, very subtle. But I can't remember. There are various points in history. Maybe it was the Battle of Fort Sumter or the American Revolutionary War or something like that. But there's all these pivotal moments sometime when you're like, okay, it's on. This is that moment for me. In the case of the SEC versus Ian Belina, Ian Belina is a cryptocurrency promoter. He was and is involved in ICOs, in new token issues. He created a firm called Token Metrics. Basically, the typical sort of like, VC monetizing a protocol through tokens and corporations, and everybody has their bread buttered. This includes Solana, Avalanche, Polkadot, Filecoin, everything that is in that sort of VC model, i.e. not the way we did it. So this poor guy, Ian Bellina, who actually I respect quite a lot. I don't think he did anything wrong. I believe he will ultimately be vindicated. I've never heard anything said about his integrity or anything like that. He has a good head on his shoulders, so he's out there trying to make a living. I think he was involved in some deal where he bought some tokens, and anyway, it's a deal from 2018. But the point is, in 2022, the SEC is going back to 2017 and 2018 deals, looking over every little comma on any document related to anything and finding a reason to go kill them. They did it to Dragon Chain. They're doing it to Ian Bellina. Anyone who did anything, any trail you left, any piece of paper, any keystroke now has unlimited risk, because the SEC, which is the U.S. government, okay, so let's put those in the same bucket for now. The operating belief system of the people who have guns is that everything on Ethereum is a security. And the reason they believe that, as stated in the Bellina case, is that 45% of Ethereum validation is done in the United States. That gives the United States jurisdiction over Ethereum as a network and everything on it. Aave, DYDX, Celsius before that blew up, Uniswap, SushiSwap, DAI, everything on Ethereum in the eyes of the SEC is a security. All right. Let's just stop there and let that sink in for a second, because that's very important. In the eyes of the US government, absolutely everything based on Ethereum is a security. Now, starting from that point, what else, what other parts of the discussion come in? Do you require this license? Did you fill out this form? Do you have this customer protection in place? Did you follow this law? Did you do this? Did you do that? Regardless of whether the people who are doing these things agree that they are subject to that jurisdiction or not, and their lawyers, of course, who are charging $500 an hour to disagree and represent them, like SEC versus Ripple, as an example, you will find a lot of people to take the other side, and I don't know how it will eventually go down, and I don't care. The belief and mindset of the existing position of the US government and the SEC is that networks that are designed in this way are under our jurisdiction. If they're not designed in this way, in the way that Epic is designed, in the way that BTC is designed at the base layer, not its second layers, which is very important, the way that Eon is designed, our equivalent of Ethereum that's coming, Eon, these are safe. So we have designed our stuff from the beginning to be completely safe, not mostly safe, not 99% safe, not safe enough, not it's gonna be okay, but absolutely safe, because from the beginning that was a core principle. And so yes, we've had to make do on sticks and shrubs and nothing, and humble volunteer sweat equity, sweat and grit, and effort and dreams, little engine that could. The price of staying safe from this big SEC club has been staying far, far away from any of that type of stuff. And now that the entire world has just been put on notice that doesn't matter today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, there is never ever a time that anyone who did anything to build on any one of these assumptions that, oh, okay, utility token, this is my lawyer says it's okay. Like your castle is built on sand. So going forward, let's look at it this way. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day, talking through the thesis for the EDH fund, Epic Diamond Hands, baby. Why are we so convicted about why Epic has value? So, and not just Epic, but our whole overall stack is because if you look at the market, and you draw a very just one red team, blue team, one side or the other. There is a class of technologies that have no SEC risk, and there's a class of technologies that have SEC risk. Ethereum has SEC risk. Bitcoin Lightning, as an example, not just SEC, but also all the patents, Reggie Middleton and Craig Wright. The lawyers can entangle people who build on those underlying bases for indefinitely. 20 years from now, oh, Your Honor, like I have a new theory about this. They'll be debating how many angels can dance on the head of a pin in courtrooms 20 years from now about who gets what in those systems, and if they're based on proof of stake. That may be actually a feature rather than a bug, but that's another story. So let's say you are a big company and you're sitting on the sidelines. You're saying, oh, this crypto stuff, like, it's clear there's something there, but we stayed mostly on the sidelines because like there's too much uncertainty around regulation, around which tech is going to win. It's too new. Okay. Cryptocurrency has gone from 0 to a $10 trillion market cap, and it's on its way to 100. We missed out from 0 to 10 trillion, and we want to position ourselves from 100, from 10 to 100. We have two choices. Are we going to build on a stack where our future success depends on the SEC, lawyers, the US government, judges, courtrooms, all that uncertainty? Or we just use free software, where as long as 0 + 1 = 1 and independent nodes around the world like wake up and decide to host software to earn a bit of return, like we've got a strong foundation to capture that 10 trillion to 100 trillion, because we are virgin pure birth, no risk. The difference between low risk and no risk is really crucial. It hasn't been important up until this point, but now it is. And so as always, we play long ball, and we are prepared for the game as it is going to be, not as it was. For the game as it was, we were a 2-cent shitcoin. We don't do marketing. We don't do pump, all this promotional stuff. It's hard to use. You got to do 27 steps on the command line to use it. In that world, it's 3 cents or 50 cents or whatever. In this other world, it's wait. You mean like my IP has an ongoing risk structure and tax structure indefinitely, or I can build something that has no risk and no cost and is on a solid basis. So imagine a marathon where they're running around, and we've just kind of been like drafting behind the leader, conserving our strength. And now we are ready to step outside and pull ahead for the next phases.
Well, in this Bellina case, in this article I'm reading here, if it is deemed a security, then it would mean Ethereum has been trading as an unregistered security for many years. This could lead to fines for the Ethereum Foundation, the multitude of exchanges that have been trading Ether, and most Ethereum-based cryptocurrency tokens. That is such a jam-packed paragraph.
It gets worse.
Okay.
It gets much worse, because it is also the mindset of the people who have guns and enforce these things, that ignorance of the law is no excuse for
Right.
doing something wrong. So it doesn't matter if 5,000 other people have also done a bad thing. When you get into that hot seat and you are facing, sentencing for whatever, they're going to bring the hammer down. They have that Thor's hammer to crush you, to crush anyone at any time. So if you've been doing anything on any of these networks for years, all of a sudden, oops, wait, like, honey, I thought we were safe, but you know what? Maybe we should set aside a little bit of our money in case, like, we have to go like hire a lawyer in the future. Like, it's not really our money. Like, we have to protect against uncertainty. You thought you won. Certainly this has been very lucrative. I mean, Cardano is tens of billions of dollars on a lot of marketing and and noise and stuff. Like, if I'm those type of guys, I'm thinking now in terms of preservation of what I have and not going to jail, rather than like, oh, I'm gonna go build my tech and service users and stuff. There's a huge risk factor. A wet blanket has just been thrown over everyone and everything that didn't do it the way we did.
By the way,
That's how I see it.
One other thing, one other wrinkle that I just like to expand and make people think about this. Okay, but Ethereum powers so much, right? So
What so much?
Ethereum powers so much. Ethereum smart contracts,
yes.
They govern so much.
Right.
Okay. NFTs are all powered by Ethereum. So
wow.
Hey, NFT bros.
Yeah,
I hope you have your security license.
I mean, the SEC appears to be suggesting that because more of Ethereum's validating nodes currently operate in the US than in any other country, that all Ethereum transactions globally should be considered of American origin.
Yeah, the one thing that I really do hope, okay, and this is kind of my, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. They're overreaching. They're madly overreaching, okay? And I understand men with guns and everything else. But, just like SEC wants to get everything under their belt, okay? And by the way, I think that is a massive conflict of interest, right? Because why wouldn't they want to declare everything as security as opposed to declaring it a commodity, right? Like, they don't get to handle commodities. They don't get paid off of handling commodities. They don't get to inject their arbitrary opinion on commodities, only on securities. So why wouldn't they be financially and directly incentivized to make sure that everything gets coded as a security? So I think they kind of overreached at this point, but again, time will show. Like,
but look, here's the fact: that overreach. How many years has it been now? At least 3 years since they quote unquote overreached with their lawsuit against Ripple delisting XRP. It doesn't matter if they're overreaching. If you are on the other side of that lawsuit, how distracted are you going to be? And how much of your
I'm not, Uncle, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that this time I do think that, this could be that one bit that's gonna, slow them down a little bit.
Well, but I mean, okay, let's say they and I used to think that the SEC was going to win this particular battle. I know the SEC will win the war. I used to think the SEC will win this battle. I kind of flip-flop